Are you struggling with weight loss and maintenance? Don't worry, I got you. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you all the tips that helped me lose more than 10 kilograms without gaining them back. From struggles to setbacks, I'm gonna be sharing with you everything that I learned along the way. So if you're looking for an inspiration and a real life tips to kickstart your weight loss journey, you are in the right place. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Before starting these videos, these are going to be the topics of today's video. Let's dive right into it. For today's video, I'm very excited because it's something that really touches me and I really care about. So this was me when I was around 10-year-old. I was extremely overweight, but even though I was extremely overweight, I was also extremely confident. Maybe because I was young, I didn't care much about my physique, about my weight, about anything. I was actually pretty confident and I loved myself. As you can imagine, this didn't last very long because as I was growing, I started to compare myself to other girls. I started to get bullied. Everybody was talking about my body and judging it. So this led me to a very vicious path of me being very insecure about myself. And not only I was very insecure, I think that I developed like many eating disorders along the way. During the years, I've tried so many diets. Like if you were to ask me if I knew about this diet, I would have answered you yes, because I literally tried everything you can find on the internet, but nothing seemed to work because every time I will gain the whole weight back. Everything started to change when I turned around 20-ish year old, and right now I'm 22, and my relationship with food improved so much. Like it is totally different right now. And I feel like not as many people talk about this, but the first tip that I want to give you is to actually work on yourself. What do I mean by that? Is to actually heal yourself. Because if in the past years I didn't work on myself and building my confidence, building my strength and everything, like my mental strength, I think that right now I will still be dealing with eating disorders. And I really want you to think about this in a very deep way, because I know maybe you were thinking that I will be giving you tips on how to lose weight fast and in an easy way, but there's actually nothing fast, nothing is easy in life, and there's no shortcut when it comes about weight loss. I know that's something that maybe you was not expecting, but you know, in life sometimes we need that friend that tells us like, hey Satya, wake up. Hey Satya, you're doing this wrong. Hey Satya, you have to change your mind and your point of view. Yeah, consider me as your friend, like your best friend that tells you that you have to change your mindset and have to change your approach to foods, health, and your body. Because I'm telling you right now, if you don't heal yourself and take care about your inner child, you will never actually be able to have the kind of relationship that is healthy with your body and with food in general. And maybe these insecurities that you have is not even caused by you. It's not like a problem that is born in yourself. Maybe you was born in an environment, a family, you was surrounded by people who didn't teach you certain things, who didn't teach you like the healthy approach with body and you know everything. Nowadays I see a lot about this trend called almond moms, where people actually romanticize it when there's nothing to romanticize about, where you know moms, they tell their kids to start dieting or to not eat certain food, when that's actually not the right approach, because anything you say, anything you do as a mom has an impact on your child, and definitely this doesn't have a good impact on your child. So what I actually wanted to tell you at the end of this story is to actually think about your trauma, when it started, why it started, where it started, was it caused by you and everything, and try to heal yourself. For yourself, it's up to you to actually find the cause and take care of it. Of course, this is all about my personal experience, so maybe it can differ from each person, but the first thing that I actually did was working on myself, and along the way, I found other ways to, you know, lose weight and maintain it, which one of it is actually my next tip that I'm going to give you, is portion control. Oh my God, this is like fundamental, and it's fundamental. I don't count calories. I don't measure grams. I used to, But I feel like that's not the right approach for me personally. You can do it if it doesn't triggers your mind, you know. But portion control, oh my God. For example, when I was young, my mom refused to give me like snacks, candies, and everything like processed foods a lot. And only like in the past few years, I actually started, like 2-3 years, I actually started to go out regularly, to go to restaurants and I don't know, McDonald's and everything, to have food outside. Because before that, before 2-3 years ago, I only had food in the house. I only cooked myself in the house, or my mom cooked for me. And even though right now I'm going out a lot to restaurants and stuff, I am the thinnest I've ever been in my whole life. That's because when I was young, I will eat a lot of healthy foods, like a lot of greens, a lot of pasta, a lot of carbs. But even though I wouldn't eat a lot of sugars and processed foods, I was still overweight. So portion control is like fundamental. Also, so many people on social media say like, oh, this is bad for you, so try this instead. And they make like these weird recipes, which are also fun to try, but you don't have to have this mindset like, oh, this is bad for you. Or this is like, you don't have to categorize foods based on they're healthy and they're unhealthy. I have to eat them, I cannot eat them. You can eat everything and anything, but in the right portion, the right, like, you have to be balanced, you know? You cannot be like, oh, today is my cheat day, so I will have cheat meal breakfast, and then I will have a cheat meal for lunch, and then I will have this and that. It's like, why you overeat? I don't know if you've seen on the internet, like the bark with peanut butter, chocolate, and dates, which is like the best combo ever. I also have it sometimes, or maybe more than sometimes, but that's also full of sugar. It's not like you can say, that tastes like a Snicker bar. It doesn't taste like a Snicker bar. It's a fun way to try new recipes and, you know, new things, but you cannot say like, I substitute a Snicker with this because it's healthier. Sugar is in both of them. And if you crave the Snicker, have the Snicker, but don't have Snicker like 10 Snickers or like Snickers every day. You know, it's all about balance in life. Also, would you consider this as sustainable? Like substituting foods with healthy alternatives? No, because we live in a society where you have to hang out with your friends, and there will be this social situation which will put you in the situation of choosing unhealthy options, junk foods. But that's okay because it's life. Like you also have to enjoy life. But in enjoying life, you have to listen to your body. And if you're full, like 80-90% full, you don't have to finish everything on the plate. Nobody tells you that you have to finish everything on the plate. It's not a bad thing to trash foods or to save it for later or another occasion. So you have to find a sustainable way for yourself, for your own path, for your own journey that works for you. Like for me, I want to tell you this example. I need to have a little something every day. Like I have a sweet tooth, so I need to have a piece or two of chocolate every single day, or maybe an ice cream, or maybe some chips, a snack, you know, a little something every day, because that's what I feel like. And having this approach of letting myself have a little bit of something every day completely changed my mindset, and right now I don't even crave stuff. Like before, I will diet like 90% of the time and arrive to this point where I'm like craving so much, like I feel sick. I literally feel sick. And whenever I arrive to the point of letting myself have the certain food, I will binge. We talked about sustainability, and this leads me to the next tip. Stop thinking of it as a diet. I know maybe it sounds a little bit ridiculous, but it is like that. Because what you really want for yourself is not about reaching a goal and then going back on your old behaviors. Because guess what? You will gain weight again. But it's to find this sustainable way that can work on the long term. That's why I was telling you, you cannot like remove certain foods from your life, because that's not sustainable. And if I try to actually substitute something that I wanted with something healthy, maybe I will end up not only having maybe an apple, I will also have a banana, I will also have some yogurt, I will also have nuts and peanut butter, because that's all the healthy options, but only because maybe I want a cookie. So just have that cookie, because you will not stop thinking about the cookie if you have an apple. If you eat an apple instead of the cookie, just have that cookie. I think the most important thing is to actually be mindful whenever you eat something and not go like numb. I remember when I was young, I would start maybe eating a bag of chips, like a really big bag of chips, and my brain will completely shut down, completely turn off. I will just start eating, and maybe after 10 minutes I will be saying and thinking like, I really finished this whole bag of chips. So be mindful. It's not like you crave a chocolate chip or two and then you end up having 10. Portion control. This also applies to working out, for sports. Like, you have to find your sports. You don't have to follow trends. Like right now everybody's running, so you have to run too. There's no need to do that. Find something that actually makes you feel good, whether it's Pilates or running or going just to the gym or just walking, CrossFit. I mean, anything that involves in moving your body. The most important thing is to not stay still and sitting the whole day every day. You have to move your body to make yourself feel stronger, to build muscle, to have more energy, to feel energized, you know. And this leads me to the next tip, which is do it for yourself. I remember starting my journey when I was 12 or 13-ish year old. I don't remember, I was very young, and I definitely started before starting high school. And the reason I started to diet was because of a guy, because I wanted him to like me back. So I started to lose weight, and guess what? Even though I lost the weight, he still didn't like me back. So yeah, the reason I'm telling you this story is because you actually have to do it for yourself and for nobody else. Not for your family, not for the people who judges you, not for your boyfriend, just for yourself. And if your man tries to tell you anything about your body, then that's not your man. And you can go and find somebody who loves your curves or who loves your skinny body. Start your own journey because you love yourself, because you're doing this for yourself. Fitness and healthy lifestyle really can change your whole life, your whole approach to life. So I feel like fitness and eating healthy is actually an act of love that you can do it for yourself. I see it in that point of view. I see it that way. It's an act of love. So you have to start your journey because you actually love yourself, or because you want to love yourself, and not to punish yourself. That's it, guys. We arrived to the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining. And if you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any of the Glow Up series episodes. Share your own weight loss journey down in the comments, or if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.